Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I am Dinda Daniar Wahyuningrum and Zikri. We will present about Toko Bagus B OLX Indonesia. So let's to begin. Next slide is about vision and mission OLX or Toko Bagus. OLX vision is mastering the online buying and selling business market in Indonesia. And then OLX mission or the first is service the majority or more than 15% of the user population internet in Indonesia, and the second is provide convenience and speed of commerce for both seller and buyer. The third is attract a lot of new users who have never tried a previous e-commerce, and the last is create a mobile-based web. Next is we will present about history of OLX and Toko Bagus. Next is about history of OLX. OLX is formerly known as Toko Bagus. Is one of the many e-commerce websites in Indonesia. OLX is a global-scale e-commerce website headquartered in New York. OLX is a subsidiary of Naspers, which is a company engaged in the mass media. Meanwhile, Toko Bagus was founded on June 9, 25 by two young men from the Netherlands, namely Arnold Sebastian Eyck and Remco Lapker. The idea of making Toko Bagus was initiated by Arnold Sebastian Eyck, who has the principle of Indonesian dream, because Arnold believed in the promising potential of the Indonesia market. On May 20, 2014, Toko Bagus was acquired by OLX, resulting in a change of name to OLX, so in the Toko Bagus logo before it underwent a brand change, while the OLX logo, which is a new brand from Toko Bagus. And the next slide is about logo from Toko Bagus versus OLX. The first is Toko Bagus, logo from Toko Bagus. B. OLX, logo from OLX. Next slide is about history of Toko Bagus. Toko Bagus is a site where individuals or companies can buy and sell products and services online. Toko Bagus is also a place to find quality new or used goods such as cheap mobile phones, computer, fashion, used car, motorcycle, house and property, household appliances, various services, and also job vacancies. This site has been around since 25 and is the largest online buying and selling center in Indonesia, which is visited by more than 100 visitors every day, easy and fast. And the next slide is about business model of Toko Bagus or OLX. OLX is an e-commerce website that is included in the online classifieds category, namely the installation of classified ads through the internet. In this category, OLX provides facilities that help individual sellers to sell goods anytime and anywhere for free. In the transaction process, OLX does not require users to use shared ATMs, so that seller and buyer can make transactions directly. And next slide is explain about the change companies are experiencing. The change companies are experienced. The first is structural change. The second is adjustment of text and function in several strategic units. And the third is change in the composition of the management and producer shareholder. And the last is company name change.
So we will talk about problem of OLX and Toko Bagus. OLX acquisition of Toko Bagus has an impact on the rebranding process from the name Toko Bagus to OLX. The result from the mini survey showed that some users did not agree with the brand change, and based on research conducted by W&A's market research, it was stated that OLX users, formerly Toko Bagus, experienced a decline of 4.9% in 2015. Based on the case of the change of the Petit Déjeuner brand to the Belvita in the research of Moscow Descartes and Paulus Delasus, it is stated that the main barrier in the maintaining customer loyalty to the changing brand is the attitude of customer resistance. Based on the theory from the Kleichman in a cloudy 2011, it is stated that there are three types of the customer resistant behavior, namely postponement, rejection, and opposition. So next, we will talk about the challenge organization face as undergo change. So the challenge is the consumer resistance to the brand change. Consumer resistance can be found in the customer relationship with the product in relation to the brand. When customers find in a changing brand, the main problem faced by customers is the loss of their past preference to the brand. In this regard, Mullin argues that the customers are used to their routine with brand and customers have high hope and belief that there's no need for a brand change because they are already comfortable with the current brand. Based on theory described, consumer resistance arises when a brand that is trusted and provides a good experience to consumer undergoes change that customers think they don't need to do. Then we will talk about integrated organization development intervention that organizations use to successfully adapt to this challenge. Okay, next stage of organization change at the OLX manufacturing. The first stage is identify change. This stage is the most decisive stage in the organization. The organization must know what change will be made or occur, whereas OLX must immediately draw up a new plan to change management governance and immediately open this company and not cover up this company so that customers know that OLX is real and know where to access it. And then the second stage is change planning. At this stage, an in-depth analysis of the organization should be carried out, both in terms of the technique and the selection of the general strategy of the change so that OLX prepare what the market wants and compete well so that there is no need to ask for the government assistance to compete in the market. Then, in the third stage is the implementation of the change. At this stage, will be a thawing, change and freeze process which is expected by OLX to immediately promote and sell its product and also fulfill the promise that it has promoted. And the fourth stage, evaluation and feedback. Complete data is needed to conduct an evaluation. Therefore, at this stage, data collection and the data evaluation are carried out. The evaluation result can be feedback to stage 1. Therefore, in business ethics, OLX must open its company and introduce its director, the existence of its new brand, how to do after sale, and other. So, it must immediately open loyalty. Okay, so we will move to the recommend the best intervention the company should do first. At first, they have to improve customer service. Namely, OLX should immediately open the company and conduct training that can improve how efficiently employees work and what level of the service they provide to customers. Poor customer service can result in a poor sales and a bad reputation for your company. By developing new customer service training program, skill or value related to the customer service can be improved. And then the second was change management and talent. Together with the other department, committee, and unit within the company, OLX must plan and implement significant change, such as reorganization or divisional change. This will help manager assess each employee so that the right people are in the right roles with the right skill needed at the right time so that OLX can run well so that it doesn't not stop providing good service for customers. Okay, after all we will move to the conclusion. Brand change or rebranding is a one strategy in determining a new position in the market. But it is very risky to do if the brand is already well known and attached to the mind of its customer. Consumer resistance is one of the threats that arise in making a brand change. This is because consumer resistance is related to how much customer attitude can change so that it can affect consumer loyalty to the brand. Okay, that's all for our presentation. We apologize if there are mistakes or misinformation on our explanation. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.